Well, hello, everyone, again. Just jumping in for another game. Probably do several of these today as I have a lot of time free today. I think today I'd like to do I think the next game I'd like to do is Chico's Hagerstown. Um, so I'm going to do that right now. Anybody feel free to join if you want. I posted the link to the StreamYard if anybody's just not doing kicking around and want to chit chat a little bit while I do the games. Fine with me. I know that nobody really seems to want to do that, but here we go anyway. Chico's Bail Bonds, 1646, first place. Let's see what their lineup's going to look like. We got Tex Houston going, newly acquired from Vegas, going against Rube Benton of Hagerstown. Okay, so we're going to get going. Hey, Carlos Jazz. Hey, Bernie. Thanks for joining on the short notice. I got Chico's versus the Hagerstown Braves. As I mentioned, Chico's 1646, the Hagerstown Braves 59-50 in their division. For the homestanding Braves, we have left field, we have Gary Matthews, center field, Ginger Beaumont, right field, Kirby Puckett, for Joe Adcock at first, Heine Zimmerman at second, Honus Wagner at short, Eddie Matthews at third, and behind the plate, Bill Raritan. And on the mound is Rube Benton. Benton is 10-3 this year with 4.12 ERA. He's going to go up against Julio Franco, Vladimir Guerrero, DH Cal Ripken, Ryan Braun, for Jason Bartlett, Johnny Bench, Snuffy Sternweiss, Ichiro Suzuki, and Heine Groh. All right, here we go. Franco steps in. He's hitting .230 with 11 home runs. Here's the pitch. And he pops it up in the foul territory. Honus Wagner's on his horse running after it and makes the catch, route number 1. And that brings up, that's a great play, number 64 of the season for Honus Wagner. And that brings up Vladimir Guerrero, 265, 21 homers, and 74 RBIs. And Benton walks Guerrero. And we've got Cal Ripken comes to the plate in limited action. He's hitting 152, no homers and 1 RBI. And Ripken hits a fly ball deep to center field, but Ginger Beaumont makes the catch, route number 2. And Ryan Braun is up, batting .224, 8 home runs, 31 RBIs. The pitch. And the strikeout. So let me just check something out. We got the top of the first is over. Just want to see if the pitcher seems to be a little bit off there. Yeah, there we go. All right, here we go. Okay, we got for the Chico's Bail Bonds in the field, we have Ryan Braun at left, Suzuki at center, Guerrero in right, Franco at first, Sternweiss at second, Brett Bartlett at short, Groh at third. Behind the plate, Johnny Bench. On the mound is first appearance for Chico's since being traded from Vegas Stars is Tex Houston. Tex Houston went 11-7 with Vegas, 2.45 ERA, and he makes his first appearance, and he's going to face Honus Wagner, Ginger Beaumont, Kirby Puckett, Eddie Matthews, Joe Adcock, Bob Horner, the All-Star DH, Gary Matthews, Heine Zimmerman, and Bill Raritan. So here we go. Honus Wagner, 300 average, 13 homers, and 67 RBIs. What happened there? Base hit. I guess didn't see nothing really happened there. So Honus Wagner has a base hit. Chalkboard issue right there. And that brings up Ginger Beaumont, 309 average, 2 home runs. Here's the pitch. Oh, check on Wagner. He's safe. And here comes Beaumont. Oh, another check on Wagner. He's safe. Pitch to Beaumont. Tips it up. Tips. So we got a 1-2 count. And a base hit for Beaumont up the middle and sends Wagner to the second. And Kirby Puckett comes to the plate, no outs, and two runners on. And Puckett hits a soft grounder to third. Poor play by Groh, and Puckett's going to beat it out. So it's bases loaded, nobody out. Poor play by Heine Groh, his 34th poor play of the season. So now we got trouble with Eddie Matthews up, 26 home runs this season so far, and he's definitely a threat to go yard here. Here's the pitch from Houston to Eddie Matthews. Strikes him out. Big strikeout from Houston. And Joe Adcock comes up, 297, 12 homers and 44 RBIs. And Adcock makes him pay with a single up the middle, and one run's going to score only. So it's 1-0 Hagerstown. And DH Bob Horner comes to the plate, 262 with 24 home runs and 59 RBIs. And Horner grounds it softly to Groh. Again, Groh makes the play to second for one and only one. So the run's going to score, 2-0 Braves, and it's 2 outs now with runners on the corners. And Gary Matthews is up this time, 333 average, 3 homers and 15 RBIs. And Matthews hits a base hit to right field. It's going to score. Bob Horner's going to third, and he's thrown out at third from right field, but another run scores. It's 3-0, and that ends the inning. So Vladimir Guerrero throws out Horner running to third, but another run scores. In the meantime, it's 3-0, Hagerstown up to 1. And here comes Jason Bartlett, 268, 4 home runs. And Bartlett hits a single for Chico's, trying to get back into the game here. Johnny Bench comes up, 270, 19 home. I hit the wrong button. Strikeout for Johnny Bench. Benton gets a second strikeout. And Snuffy Sternweiss comes up. He is hitting 271 with 14 homers and 60 RBIs, and also an all-star of the league here. And he walks him. Benton walks him. So we got Ichiro coming up, 277, 2 homers, 38 RBIs. And Ichiro hits a fly ball to the right field. That will be playable by Puckett. And it's a great play, actually. Kirby Puckett makes his 3rd great play of the season. And Heine Groh's up. And Heine Groh hits a base hit down the line, gets in the corner. Puckett gets it. It's going to drive in 2 runs. Groh's going for third, and he's going to be safe with a triple. 2nd of the season for Heine Groh. So it's now 3-2 Hagerstown. 2-out triple, 2-run triple. And here comes Julio Franco, 0 for 1. And Franco walks, so Benton's running into some trouble here. And Vladimir Guerrero comes to the plate. And Guerrero pops it up. This is a gift for Wagner. He just settles under it and makes the catch for out number 3, and that does it. But they get 2 back, and it's now 3-2 after 1.5. And here comes Tex Houston against Zimmerman. And Zimmerman flies to Guerrero, out number 1. Bill Raridan comes up. Strikes out. Honest Wagner's 1 for 1 today. And he grounds to short. Bartlett, has a bobble, but he actually gets it to first in time anyway. So he avoided the error and makes the out that retires the side. And we go to the 3rd. It's 3-2 Hagerstown. Cal Ripken steps to the plate. And he grounds to Zimmerman, and Zimmerman puts him away. Out number 1. Ryan Braun, 0 for 1. And Braun hits the base hit to left field. And that's now 1 on, 1 out. Jason Bartlett, who's 1 for 1 today. And Braun goes on the steal, and he's caught stealing at second base by Raridan. And it comes, and Bartlett continues his at bat with nobody on now and 2 out. And he's hit by the pitch. Jason Bartlett hits him in the midsection, and Johnny Bench is up now with 1 on and 2 out. And check on Bartlett, he's safe. And Bartlett takes off and he's safe. So Bartlett makes him pay for the hit by pitch and steals his 20th base in scoring position with Johnny Bench up. Here's the pitch to Bench. And Bench strikes out, and that does it for the top of the 3rd. Next, we have Ginger Beaumont, Puckett, and Matthews due up. Beaumont strikes out. There's Puckett, 1 for 1. And Puckett lines out to Bartlett. 2 outs. Great play by Bartlett. And Eddie Matthews is up. And Eddie Matthews hits a fly ball. Guerrero makes the play for out number 3. That does it for the 3rd. We go to the 4th. We have Sternweiss, Suzuki, and Groh up. And so Sternweiss flies out, pops up to 3rd base. Eddie Matthews has it for out number 1. Ichiro Suzuki's 0 for 1. He grounds to Benton, throws to first, out number 2. And Heine Groh hit a 2-run triple last time at bat, and he grounds to Benton, throws to first, and that does it for the top of the 4th. Still 3-2 Hagerstown. And his Adcock, Horner, and Gary Matthews are due up. Adcock fouls it off. And a line drive right to Ryan Braun, makes the catch, out number 1. Here's the pitch to Horner. Horner grounds to Bartlett, throws to Franco for out number 2. Gary Matthews, he lofts one into right center field for a base hit. That's his second hit of the game. Brings up Heine Zimmerman, is 0 for 1. And check on Matthews is safe. And Zimmerman pops it up foul. Franco's going after it. Oh, just misses it. Just misses it. There's the pitch to Zimmerman. And Zimmerman lines to Groh, makes the catch. That does it for the end of the fourth. Still 3-2 Hagerstown. Here comes Julio Franco. Franco grounds to Matthews. Throws over to first for out number 1. Brings up Vladimir Guerrero, 0 for 1. Guerrero grounds to Wagner for throws to first for out number 2. And Cal Ripken, DHing 0 for 2. Cal Ripken hits a fly ball to left field. Gary Matthews is there for the out that ties the side. It's now 3-2 after 4.5. And here's Bill Raridan, 0 for 1. Rounds to Bartlett. Brings up Honus Wagner. It's 1 for 2. And Honus Wagner hits a long drive deep to left field. No doubt about this one. It's gone. 14th home run of the season for Honus Wagner makes it 4-2 now, Hagerstown. And Ginger Beaumont follows that up with, here's the pitch. And Ginger Beaumont follows it up with a single up the middle. So 2 quick hits, 1 run, and here comes Kirby Puckett. Oh, and Hod Eller's coming in. That's going to do it for Tex Houston after just 4 in the third innings. Hod Eller comes in. So get his stats here. 8-5 this season with 4.87 ERA. And the pitch to Puckett. Oh, first is checks on Beaumont. Safe. Puckett pops it up. Jason Bartlett's there and makes the catch for out number 2. And here comes Eddie Matthews, 0 for 2. And Eddie Matthews hits a fly ball deep. Vladimir Guerrero doesn't even move, and this one is gone as well. As Eddie Matthews hits his 27th home run. It's now 6-2. Hagerstown Braves. As so 6-2, and here we go with, they say Steve Tate's here. I don't know what he means by just updated the updated file a little bit ago, but whatever that means. And Joe Adcock comes to the plate against Eller. And Eller loses him and walks. He takes a walk to first base, and here's Bob Horner, 0 for 2. And strikes out Bob Horner. So they got 3 runs this inning, and it's now 6-2 heading into the 6th inning. Rube Benton faces Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun lofts another single in. It's his second hit of the day. Now 2 for 3. And here's Jason Bartlett, who's 1 for 1. And he grounds it foul. Threw it over. And Bartlett gets his second hit, and Braun moves to second base. So we got 2 on, nobody out. And Johnny Bench come to the plate, 0 for 2 today. And Bench hits a base hit up the middle, and all the runners are going to move up a base, and that's it. So it's now bases loaded, nobody out, tying run at the plate. A Snuffy Sternweiss, who's 0 for 1. Let's see what happens if Chico can mount a rally here. And Sternweiss pops it up right in the infield. Honus Wagner moves over a bit. Infield fly is called, and the batter is out, and is 1 out. And here comes Ichiro Suzuki, 0 for 2 today. And Ichiro hits a base hit up the middle. It's going to score at least 1. Throw home, and he's out. The second runner comes home, and he gets thrown out at the plate. Nice throw by Beaumont. So a run scores, but not 2. And the second runner is out. There's 2 outs now. Runners at first and second. Another great outfield play. And his Heine Groh, who's 1 for 2. And he fouls it off. Eddie Matthews chasing after it, but I think it's going to be in the stands, and it is. Do this over again. And Groh strikes out. So they get a run back. It's now 6-3 going into the bottom of the 6th. And here's Gary Matthews, Heine Zimmerman, and Raridan facing Eller. And Gary Matthews flies out to left field. Ryan Braun makes the catch. And here's Heine Zimmerman. Strikeout number 2 for Eller. And Bill Raridan comes to the plate. And he hits a base hit. That's going to be 2 bases. That's a double, 15th double of the season for Bill Raridan. And here comes Honus Wagner, 2 for 3 with a home run. And another base hit for Wagner. This could score another run and a throw home, and he's safe. So Wagner drives in a 2-out RBI. His 3rd hit of the day. And it's now 7-3. So Hagerstown gets that run right back. And here's Ginger Beaumont. And Beaumont hits a fly ball left field. Ryan Braun's there, makes the catch, out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the, oh, I'm sorry, go to the top of the 7th inning. And Benton is still on the mound facing Franco, Guerrero, and Ripken. And he loses Franco. Franco walks. And here's Vladimir Guerrero 0 for 2. And Guerrero strikes out. And here comes Cal Ripken. And Ripken walks. So Benton's losing his control a bit. And Ryan Braun's coming up. Braun grounds it weakly to shortstop. Wagner the second for 1, and they cannot get 2, so it's 1st and 3rd with 2 outs now. Jason Bartlett's having quite a good game today with 2 for 2 day and a stolen base. And Bartlett grounds it to Matthews at 3rd, throws over to Zimmerman for the force out, and that does it for the top of the 7th. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 7-3, Braves over Chicos. All right, here's Kirby Puckett. Grounds the first. And there's 1 out. And there's Eddie Matthews, 1 for 3 today. And he walks him. Hod Eller, his second walk of the game. And here comes Joe Adcock, 1 for 2. And Adcock flies out to center field. And Suzuki's there to make the catch. And here comes Bob Horner, 0 for 3 today. Bob Horner has a base hit. And Eddie Matthews is going to round second, go to 3rd, and he's safe at 3rd. And it's 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. And here comes Gary Matthews. Sarge comes to the plate 2 for 3 today with an RBI. And Gary Matthews hits a single up the middle. Another run's going to come in. Bob Horn is going to 3rd, and he's thrown out by Suzuki. So another outfield assist in the game, but another run scores. So it's 8-3 with only 2 times at bat left for the Chicos bail bonds team. And Johnny Bench comes to the plate to start off the top of the 8th. And Bench walks. So the last thing that Hagerstown wants to do is start giving up base runners. And it's Snuffy Sternweiss 0 for 2. And he hits it weakly to short. And Wagner safe at first. Poor play by Wagner. His 15th poor play of the season. So an infield single. And we got 1st and 2nd. Nobody out. Here's Ichiro 1 for 3. And he pops it up weakly to 3rd base, and Eddie Matthews has no problem with it and makes the catch. Heine Grows up 1 for 3 with a triple. And he walks Heine Grow to load the bases. So here we go again. Chicos is not out of it yet. And Julio Franco's up. Nobody out. Let's see if Benton, if it's the 7th walk of the game for Benton. Let's see if somebody comes out to get him. Not yet. Here's Franco. And he hits a fly ball deep to left field. Bench is going to go back to 3rd, and he's not going to try to score because he does not want to test the arm of Gary Matthews, and going to leave it to Guerrero with 2 outs to see if he can score a few more runs to get them back into the game. And here's the pitch to Guerrero. And he hits a fly ball to left center field. Sarge is there to make the catch, and that does it for the inning. And that's the top of the 8th is done. Still 8-3 Hagerstown. Hod Eller to face Zimmerman and Raritan and Wagner. Zimmerman hits a base hit up the middle. It's 14th hit for the Braves. Another poor play by Bartlett. And a walk by Raritan. So 2 on again, nobody out. And the base runners are just piling on here. Honus Wagner, 3 for 4 with another base hit, his 4th of the game. And that's not going to score a run. But there's 4 hits today for Honus Wagner. Ginger Beaumont comes to plate. Nobody out, bases loaded. Time to extend the lead here. The pitch by Eller, and he strikes him out. A big strikeout for Eller. Now with the double play comes into play here, so they can get out of the inning with a double play. Here's Kirby Puckett, 1 for 4. And another strikeout. 2 big strikeouts for Eller. Wow, what a comeback here. We can get Eddie Matthews to come get out. That might give them a little bit of a hope. Here's the pitch. And grounded to Eller. Eller throws to first base for out. That gets out of the inning. And we go to the bottom at the top of the ninth. Chico's needs to mount a serious rally here to try to take away a victory here in the game. Cal Ripken leading off. Braun and Bartlett. Let's see who stays in and who leaves. And Benton is 143 pitches and now tired. See if he comes out of the game. Not yet. And Ripken hits a fly ball to center field. Beaumont's there to make the catch, so Benton stays in the game. And here's Ryan Braun. And he hits a fly ball to left field. That's deep, way back, and gone. Ryan Braun hits a home run, his third hit of the game, number 9 of the season, to make it an 8-4 game. And let's see if Benton comes out now. Nope, Bartlett pitches. There's a fly ball from Bartlett to left field. Gary Matthews makes the catch for out number 2. 1 out to go when Johnny Bench is at the plate. And there's a fly ball deep, but Beaumont's there, makes the catch. And the Hagerstown Braves defeat the Chico's Bail Bonds 8-4. And 8 runs, 15 hits, no errors, 8 left on for the Braves. 4 runs, 9 hits, 11 left on for the Chico's Bail Bonds. And the winner of the game is Benton, is 11-3. Loser is Tex Houston, 11-8, and his first loss of the season for Chico's. Ryan Braun goes 3 for 5 with a home run. Bartlett 2 for 4 with a stolen base. Grove with 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Gary Matthews goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Eddie Matthews goes 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And Honus Wagner goes 4 for 5 with 2 RBIs. So, very good game here. MVP is Honus Wagner. And let's see here. Let me just check the score of the Bruins game. Okay. So I guess we'll play one more game here for now and then maybe pick it up again later. Chico, let's see. Who do we got? Manchester and Cleveland. I don't think MV is here, but we'll play Manchester Cleveland here at Forbes Field. All right. Andy Ashby. Nick Altrock. And here we go. Brian Downing leading off. Interesting. All right. So we have Manchester Red Bolts facing off against the Cleveland Indians. Manchester's 52-54, Cleveland 50-55 here at Forbes Field. And to start off in the field for defensively for the Cleveland Indians is Kyle Yastrzemski in left field, Fred Lynn in center, Dwight Evans in right, Andres Galarraga at first, Bill Mazeroski at second, Hanley Ramirez at shortstop, and Jose Pagan at third base. Carlton Fisk is behind the plate, and on the mound is Nick Altrock. Altrock is 8-14 this season with 3.23 ERA. In batting order for Manchester Red Bolts, leading off Brian Downing, catcher. Second, following is Paul Molitor. DH is Craig Shipley, Stan Musial, Tony Gwynn, Bill Skowron, Ed Roush, Clete Boyer, and Ray Chapman round out the order. Altrock's going to pitch to Downing, who's 274 average and 4 home runs. Here's the pitch. Downing grounds it to Mazeroski, plays it over to Galarraga. Oh, it's a bad throw and an error on Mazeroski. So Downing stays at first on the error. So we got 1 on, nobody out, and here's Molitor. And if Downing goes for the steal, he steals his third base. So the catcher, Brian Downing, leading off, steals a base, and he's now in scoring position for Paul Molitor. Molitor bunts it. Altrock throws it over to Mazeroski, and Downing goes over to third. So in scoring position with just 1 out, brings up Craig Shipley, the DH, 275 with a home run, 10 RBIs, and limited action. And Shipley goes down swinging. And here's Stan the Man Musial, 306, 17 homers, and 80 RBIs. Musial can't get it done as he moves over to, grounds it to Mazeroski, throws over to Galarraga for the out that retires the side. And here comes the the Cleveland Indians coming to bat. Manchester Red Bolts send out Stan Musial to left, Ed Roush to center, Tony Gwynn to right, Skowron at first base, Molitor at second, Chapman at short, Clete Boyer at third, And behind the plate, as we mentioned, is Brian Downing. And on the mound is Andy Ashby. Ashby is 6-5 this season with a 4.53 ERA. And he's going to face off against Dwight Evans. Dwight Evans leading in the leadoff spot, followed by DH Kyle Taylor, and Hanley Ramirez, Fred Lynn, Kyle Yastrzemski, Andres Galarraga, Jose Pagan, Carlton Fisk, and Bill Mazeroski. Pitch to Dewey Evans. Evans grounds it to Boyer, throws over to first, and Skowron scoops the ball up for out number 1. Here comes Kyle Taylor. Taylor grounds to Chapman, throws over to first, out number 2. And Hanley Ramirez comes to the plate. Ramirez grounds to Boyer, throws to first, out number 3, 1-2-3 inning. Go to the second inning, and it's got Gwynn, Skowron, and Roush out up to the plate. Gwynn is at 346 with 6 homers and 33 RBIs. Grounds to Mazeroski, and he's out number 1. Skowron 268 with 5 homers and 29 RBIs. Skowron grounds to Mazeroski, and another bad throw by Bill Mazeroski. The second error today. He has a little bit of the yips, it looks like, today. Here comes Roush, 330 average, 14 homers and 52 RBIs. Roush with a line drive to Mazeroski in the play, and they get him. Double play. They double off the runner at first, and that does it for the top of the second. And Fred Lynn, Matt Yastrzemski, and Galarraga do up. Fred Lynn grounds to Chapman, throws to first, and he's out. Yastrzemski's batting 195, 8 home runs. Not a very good year, but he hits a base hit in this case. Get on base with 1 out, 1 on, and his Andres Galarraga, 262 with 20 homers and 58 RBIs. Strikes him out. Jose Pagan, 224, 5 homers, 13 RBIs. Pagan hits a fly ball foul into the stands. And there's a wild pitch, and Yastrzemski goes to second. And Pagan lines to Boyer at third, and that does it for the second inning. And we go to the third inning, and his Boyer, Chapman, and Downing do up. And Boyer hits a line drive down the line into the left field corner. Yastrzemski has to chase after it, and Boyer's going to coast into second base with a double. And it's the 4th double of the season for Clete Boyer, and that brings up Ray Chapman with a runner in scoring position. Fouled off. And Chapman hits a fly ball deep to left field, way back, and it is off. Oh, no, it's gone over the wall. Oh, a 2-run home run. I didn't see the home run announcement, but it's a 378-foot home run, number 6 of the year for Ray Chapman, gives the Manchester Red Bulls a 2-0 lead. And Brian Downing comes to the plate. And Downing hits a base hit. He's 1 for 2 now. Poor play by Hanley Ramirez, his 12th of the season. And here comes Paul Molitor. Molitor hits a blooper over Hanley Ramirez into left center field for a base hit. So 2 straight hits after the home run. It's still nobody out. 2-0 Manchester. And here's Craig Shipley strikes out again. And Stan Musial comes to the plate. And Musial grounds it weakly to second base. Mazeroski's only plays the first. And 2 runners are going to move up a base. So we got second and third with 2 outs. And Tony Gwynn's up. Tony Gwynn grounds to Pagan, throws to Galarraga, ends the inning. But the Red Bolts get 2 runs on the home run by Chapman. And it's now 2-0 Red Bolts. Here's Carlton Fisk. Strikeout number 2 for Ashby. Is Mazeroski's 0 for. Oh, he must have walked. No, he hasn't played. He hasn't got up yet. I apologize. Mazeroski grounds to Skowron, out number 1. Out number 2. And here's Dwight Evans. Grounds to Skowron as well, and he's out number 3. Quick 3 outs here. Go to the 4th, 2-0. Here's Skowron. Skowron hits a fly ball left field, and Yastrzemski's got it, out number 1. Ed Roush. Blooper into left center field, base hit. And it's going to be 1 for 2 for Roush. And here's Clete Boyer, 1 for 1 today. Boyer grounds to first, throws to Ramirez for 1. Back to Galarraga. 3-6-3 double play. That ends the top of the 4th, and we go to the bottom of the 4th, and Kyle Taylor's leading off. 0 for 1. Grounds to Ashby, throws to first for out number 1. Hanley Ramirez comes to the plate, and he bloops the ball into the outfield for a base hit. So 1 on, 1 out, and Fred Lynn's up 0 for 1. And Ramirez is running, and the throw, and he's caught stealing. So 2 outs now. Fred Lynn stays in the box, and he strikes him out. Third strikeout for Ashby. Through 4, it's 2-0 Manchester. And Chapman, homered the last time, flies out to Dwight Evans this time with a great play. And brings up Brian Downing, 1 for 2. And Downing hits a shot into the left field corner. This is going to be extra bases. Downing's going for second, and he's going to get in standing with another double, 19th of the season. Paul Molitor comes up to bat, and he hits a base hit. Downing's going to round third, and he's going to stay there. He's going to be held at third. So first and third, 1 out. Here's Shipley, and there's a shot down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases. Dwight Evans has to fish it out of there. Shipley's going for second. He's going for third. Mazeroski, and the cut off, and there's a triple for Shipley. 2-run score, and it's 4-0 Manchester Red Bolts. And here's Stan Musial to face Altrock. And Musial lines it back to Altrock, who catches the line drive for out number 2. And Tony Gwynn's up, who's 0 for 2. And Gwynn loops a single into left, and another run scores. It's 5-0 Manchester. And Skowron, it's a fly ball to center field, and Lynn's there for out number 3. And the bottom of the 5th, we got Yaz, Galarraga, and Pagan. Yaz grounds it to Molitor, throws to first, out number 1. And Chapman throws over to Skowron for out number 2. And Pagan hits a base hit. So that's just the 3rd hit for Cleveland. And here comes, there's a poor play number 20 for Chapman. Here's Carlton Fisk, who's 0 for 1. And Fisk hits a fly ball to right field. Wins back and gets it. That does it for the 5th inning. We go to the top of the 6th here. We have Roush, Boyer, and Chapman due up. Roush walks. So Altrock is giving up 9 hits, and here's a foul ball to Galarraga. And strikes out Boyer's 3rd strikeout. Here's Chapman, 1 for 2 with a home run. And Roush is moving, and he's safe. Stolen base 17. And Chapman hits a fly ball to center field. Lynn should have that one. Roush is going back, and will have to stay at second. 2 outs now. Brian Downing's 2 for 3. Downing hits another shot. Another double for Downing. His 20th of the season. He's having a great game. His 3rd hit today. It's now 6-0 Manchester. And Paul Molitor comes up, and he grounds up to first base. Flips to Altrock, who's covering. That does it for the 6th inning, but they get another run, 6-0 on 10 hits for Manchester. And here's Bill Mazeroski leading off. And there's a strikeout and a drop 3rd strike, and he gets thrown out at first. And here comes Dwight Evans, 0 for 2. Weekly ground out to Chapman. And wait, Dwight Evans is just thrown out. He almost beat it out for an infield hit, but not quick enough. And Kyle Taylor, 0 for 2. Rounds it to Boyer. Boyer makes the play, and Skowron makes the catch, and that's out number 3. Through 6, it's now 6-0 Manchester. Here's Craig Shipley, hit a triple last time up. And strikes out for the 3rd time today. And Altrock, 4th strikeout, facing Musial, giving up 6 runs, still in the game. Here's the pitch. Here's a fly ball to Evans, and he's got it for out number 2. And here's Tony Gwynn, 1 for 3. And he grounds it to Hanley Ramirez, throws to Galarraga, and that does it for the top of the 7th. Okay, we got Hanley Ramirez leading off, and he grounds a base hit up the middle. 2 for 3 now, and here's Fred Lynn, 0 for 2. And he grounds a base hit up the middle. Hanley Ramirez goes to second, and we got 2 on, nobody out. And Kyle Yastrzemski's up 1 for 2. Line drive to Chapman, and everybody has to go back. And great play, number 36 for Ray Chapman. And here comes Andres Galarraga.
Infield fly, batter's out.
Infield fly. Boyer's just going to make the catch. It's a formality, though. And it's Jose Pagan, who has a hit in his last at bat. And he strikes out this time, so another strikeout. Go through 7, it's 6-0. And here comes Bill Skowron. Strikeout number 5 for Altrock. Roush takes a walk. Clete Boyer, and he has a base hit. Let's see how much longer Altrock's going to be staying in here. Chapman's in. And Chapman hits a shot down the left field line, and that's going to be extra bases and another run scored, at least one. Yastrzemski throws it into second, and he's safe. So an RBI double for Chapman. 7-0, Manchester. Ryan Downing grounds it, and Ramirez has trouble with it, and the run's going to score, and it's an error for Hanley Ramirez, makes it 8-0. And we have Molitor up at bat. Altrock still in there, and there's another base hit. I don't know when Altrock's going to come out, but there's another run scores, and it's his third hit today for Molitor. It's 9-0. And hey, we have Bob Moose is coming in to pitch. I've never heard of Bob Moose, but he looks like a moose. And here comes the pitch. It's Craig Shipley. Grounds the second to Ramirez for one over to Galarraga and gets out of the inning finally with a double play. And that does it for the inning. It's 3 more runs are in. It's 9-0. And here's the pitch from Ashby to Fisk. Fisk gets a fly ball to right field. Gwynn has it, out number 1. Mazeroski's 0 for 2. And he floats one into right field for a base hit. Just the 6th hit of the game for the Cleveland Indians. Dwight Evans is up, and he hits a long fly ball to left center field, way back. Home run number 1 for Dwight Evans in this season, and that makes it 9-2. So Cleveland gets on the board, tries to get some respectability here. Here's Kyle Taylor, the DH, and he hits a base hit. So Taylor getting on Ashby there, and here's Hanley Ramirez, 2 for 3. Grounds to third, Weekly, Boyd at second, and they can only get 1 because of the speed of the hit. So Fred Lynn comes up 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. Strikes him out. We go to the top of the 9th. Bob Moose is in there to face Musial. And there's a fly ball. Fred Lynn makes the catch, out number 1. Tony Gwynn 1 for 4. And he flies to right field. Dwight Evans is there and make the catch, out number 2. And Skowron is 0 for 4. And he base hit to left field, gets him on the board. He's 1 for 5 now. And here's Ed Roush, 1 for 2. Grounds to Mazeroski, throws the first, out number 3. Go to the bottom of the 9th. Yaz, Galarraga, Pagano. Ashby's staying in the game. Yaz pops up to behind the plate. Let's see if Downing can get to it. Cannot. So we'll give the Yaz gets another chance. And there's a fly ball deep to right field by Yaz, but Gwynn has it, out number 1. And here's Galarraga. And there's a line drive, but foul into the stands. Galarraga hits a long drive to left field, but Musial is there and makes the catch. And the final batter, possibly one more out to go, and it's Pagan. And Pagan hits a long fly ball deep to right field. That's gone. Number 6, Jose Pagan, a little too late here. But it makes it 9-3. Ashby's still in there with 142 pitches, trying to finish this thing out. And Mike Icon's going to be coming in just to try to get the last out. And he faces Carlton Fisk and strikes him out, and that does it. Manchester 9, Cleveland 3. The winner of the game is Andy Ashby, is 7-5 now. Nick Altrock gets the loss, 8-15. Ray Chapman 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Brian Downing had 3 hits with 3 hits for 5 at bats, 2 RBIs. Paul Molitor also had 3 for 4. Dewey Evans hit his first home run of the season, and Jose Pagan also hit a home run in garbage time. So Chapman's the game-winning has the game-winning RBI, and he's the MVP of the game. So that does it for that game. Now, all right, and okay, so let's see. Manchester, Cleveland, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games done. I think we're going to take another break, and I'll be back later on. So thanks for joining this stream, and probably have another one a little later tonight. Thanks a lot, everyone.